Hi guys, this is Niela. This is a layout chart that I want to make. It's the second round of layouts that I made for Elina. And so we left off in July. Well, the last layout I showed was from June, and so in July we went to Sweden for, actually almost the whole of July and a little bit of August. So we went on a moose safari in Vimmerby, which is where Astrid Lindgren was born and I think lived. Well, at least she grew up there. And so we were in this vehicle, like a wagon something, and the moose actually came and we could stroke them. So this is Elina being brave and stroking the moose that held the head inside of the wagon, and they were quite afraid of the moose because they're really big, but they also really enjoyed it, and they told me they wanted to go again when they were big, so like when they were 5. So we're not going this year, but maybe next or the year after. But so they really enjoyed their vacation there. As far as products go, I used some wood veneer leathers. Well, I just spelled Ellie Park, and this would be Swedish. Ellie is Swedish for moose. And then I think this is a flare from My Life in Bits and Pieces, perhaps. And this paper, I think this one would be from the Lazy Lucky Charm, and these are just from 6x6 packs, so I have no idea. But probably they're just like you're lazy or something. If you want to know, leave a comment below and I will try to find it out for you. And then I just layered some die cuts that I have, and this is a silhouette cut that I cut out with my Cameo. Then I actually have to switch those, because this will be the day after. First, the day before, we went to Costa, and they're famous for their hand-blown glass. So Costa Boda, I don't know if you know that, if you know this brand in the US or Canada as well, but it's quite famous here in Europe. And in the summer they sometimes have like courses where they can just try out, and you can actually go in and watch them work, but they won't do their normal stuff, I think, mostly, and so we couldn't watch like the actual production of the glass, but they had a show where they showed how they make it. And there was also a section where the kids, well, also the adults, but we let the kids make some glass balls. And this is Elina, so she made the orange one, and they're hanging just like actually over there at the window, and they're really, really beautiful. And so we're just here now. You had to hold this like tool to make it round, and it was really fascinating for them. So that's this layout here. This was actually the day before we went to the elk safari, and then the day after elk safari we went to Bullerby and Katholt. I have no idea how it's called in English, but there's the Children of Bullerby would be the title in Swedish and in German. So, and Katholt is where Emil was filmed. Well, this actually just the place where they filmed the films, the movies that they had, or they have. And this one would be Emil Illenberg, from Lönneberger, I think. Must be the title when I go from the German and Swedish titles that I know the books of. Well, actually in German he's called Michel and not Emil, but I think in all other languages he's called Emil. So we have here like the barn where he made all his wooden dolls, and sorry for the glare. And it was one of the few days that it actually rained. So yeah, but the rest enjoyed it as well. And here, it was a few days later, we went to the Astrid Lindgren World. It's like a theme park, but it doesn't really have like a Ferris wheel and such. It's more like they have built scenes out of her books, and they have actors that play the different characters, so they could meet Pippi Longstocking. And I just loved the faces of my twins. They were overjoyed, and really, I think they didn't really know what to do, because wow, they could meet Pippi, and it was so cute to watch. And there were quite a lot of kids that day. The day before it wasn't that bad, but they didn't manage to get near Pippi, and the next day had way more people, but we managed to take a photo with them, because they just make games with the kids, so there's not actually like a line-up where you can take photos with the characters. So it kept the layer quite simple, but I really want to show you this one. I used my silhouette to cut out the heart, the silhouette of Pippi, and the picture perfect, and I just layered them, and I really like how that turned out. I used just some butterflies die cuts that I received, I think, from the Busy Bee. And this is another silhouette cut from Mr. Nilsson, I think he's called. And yeah, that's that. Then this is actually the last one from our vacation. We also went hiking in one of the national parks, and it was really beautiful. We managed to take a family photo, and just use that one for that, because I always like when we get to make some family photos. We don't have too often have one with all of us on the picture. And then this is the last layout for today, and this is from her first day at kindergarten. And so I had to make her some, we call them Ida-Zöpfli. It's like braid. Just like start up here. I made two of them, and because Ida from Emil from Lönneberger, we call them like Ida's braids. So here she is, I think, coloring in her name plate for her chair, and just use another silhouette cut. And this is actually, when I look in on the screen, it looks like pale pink, but it's actually like really bright neony pink. And this is just like a kindergarten child, and I kept it otherwise quite simple. I used a ruler die cut here. I think this would be from Amy Tan. and use some Heidi Swap gold spray. And I quite like how it turned out. So that's all for today. I hope you liked the layers that I made, and I hope to see you soon. Have a wonderful day. Bye!